Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another video by Fitness Technology Services. So this is a service call. Well, I'm going to kind of troubleshoot this Vision recumbent bike. I don't know, R2200. Seems like a nice bike, but the issue is when you hit start, the display seems to work. All the buttons seem to work, but the load doesn't get any heavier as you pedal on it till you get way up. So I'm thinking either maybe a loose connection, or that's just the way this particular model is. So that's kind of our troubleshooting on that. It does change quite a bit, but we're going to change the resistance motor on that and see if it makes any difference. All right, so I'll be right with you. Okay, so we're going to replace this gear motor here. I haven't done anything yet. Leave everything kind of with you guys. I'm not even sure what nut takes this off, but they're usually a 1/2 inch or a 13 millimeter. So I got all them right there. Why do I have 3 of them? Oh, I have a 14 too, just in case. All right. So, standard little socket, a couple different Phillips. This in case I need to remove the pedal, but I'm not going to do that unless I need to. Can't really remove the side covers without removing the crank arm. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that. And the only reason I'm using kind of a big fat screwdriver on this, you could probably almost do it with a penny, but I don't want to muck the little plastic cap up. It really has no value actually. Alright, so the next thing we do, we need to take a socket. And it looks bigger than I thought. So it's actually a 14. I brought that just in case, and I guess that worked out. Most bike cranks are the same as this. Nordictrack has one that's different. Schwinn actually has a larger size nut than the 14, so that's fun. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, okay. I thought I could do it all by hand. I guess I cannot. That's not coming off completely center round. That may be an issue one day, but that won't keep me from taking it out. And it might, huh? You have to use the socket. Not strong enough when it's tough. And I'll just have to handle it like that, but it's threaded easy. Most of the time, this is a nut. This actually, I guess we're going to call that a crank screw. Normally, this is part of the axle, and you remove the nut. So that's a tiny bit different, not too much really. Alright, so I'm hoping it's the same pedal tool. So this is a pedal tool. This removes my park tool. Not on my website. It just doesn't. So the most thing to be careful of really is to make sure these threads go smoothly and deeply into that, because if you strip these threads on the inside of that crank, then you'll never get it off. So you want this to go all the way in, and then we're going to see if we need to, oh, that's perfect. So if you're not able to get a full swing like this, you'll actually have to put it adjustable right here and physically remove the pedal first, all right? But I don't need to, I'm just gonna show you on this theory here. Same thing, all right? So this is just threaded on here. Can't quite do it by hand. I'm making the video last longer just because I want to show you guys something else. Come on. Be nice to me. Alright, so I guess even though I don't need to, in case you need to, pay attention, your pedals are reverse threaded to each other, so they kind of stay on as you pedal them. Yuck. That's not nice. Okay, so those pedals are a little greasy there. Wasn't planning on wearing gloves, so let's see about that. All right, so now, if nothing else, you can see the crank removal tool going in. So then this is kind of pressed on here. So I gotta kind of pull this back and push this forward. I don't think this bike's ever been worked on. All right, so let me get out the way again. So this is threading in here and pushing the crank off. This also comes in handy for you road bike people. All right, so let me set up. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that right there. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the cover. I just wanna get set up. I think it's all Phillips, but just hold on for 1 second. All right, so I'm just gonna go over with you on remove the screws here. The one thing that's something to think about on all Johnson Metal products, Horizon, Livestrong, Matrix, A.F.G, obviously Vision. I think they make something else too. Never remove both screws on any connecting plastic pieces, because these are usually held there by a bracket. And if you remove both screws, well, then the little bracket falls down and you don't have anything to run the screw into. It's kind of a floating bracket. When I get to that, you will definitely see that. I don't know if you can see this one here. I guess you can. All up. Even these down here are held up by some little bracket. Okay, you see that. Put that little mounting tab bracket back. All right, let me get out of your way real quick. All right, so there are. Looks like you also have to take the ones off from the power inlet, let's call it. The little inlet that the power plugs into, come to think about it. You should always unplug it. I have to put that earlier in the video. But fairly safe, it's a 12 volt DC transformer connection. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a pretty nice little resistance system. I like that. So it actually doesn't take what I'm thinking. So this actually, I can only show this video on how to get to your magnetic resistance system. That's pretty nice. So actually I'm going to use this for an upcoming video. So that's how you remove the cover. This is how you adjust tension. So that if you need to remove the belt, you would loosen up each one of these and remove this spring right here. Hang on, I may make a separate video just for that. Hang tight. Alright, so I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change this belt. I clearly do not have the resistance motor. This is a really older system. It's really nice. I mean, that way the magnet's just on the outside. But I'm going to do another video just on the magnetic system on that. Anyway, so what I'm going to need to do is remove or at least loosen up these screws right here. So that's a 5/32. So there's usually quite a bit of tension on here. It doesn't really feel too bad. You don't want it to turn more than about halfway before it starts to get difficult. And as you can see on these Horizon models, it's spring-loaded, so it's not going to be a stiff pull on it. It's always going to have a little play in it, because as you turn it, you're extending the spring. So I'm going to see if I can remove this, because it's got so much play on it, so there's no tension on this at all. All right, so let's just see. Well, that'd be nice if they still made things this way. This is really good in comparison to new and improved stuff. All right, so this is your pressure roller right back here. Double roller, a lot of them are. That's no big deal really. This is your mounting bolts for this bracket right here, but since it's got so much play in it, it's not completely tightened down. I'm not going to do anything with that. This is really just showing you how to do this belt. I'll think about how to do the flywheel next in that, but the flywheel's just basically going to be this bolt here and then one on the other side. I got to go to the other side to show you the resistance. But that's really it for the belt. That's pretty easy. Now for me, what I usually like to do is have it come up from the bottom and then pull around. If I come from the top and try to rotate it forward, I don't know why, but it seems more difficult for me. See, so that was pretty easy. So I'm going to go back. All right, so we want to go over just a little bit. Now I will rotate it forward because I want it to come this way. I think I actually have one little thread left on that side of the pulley, so I am going to try and get it to go in between. Yeah, see, it's a little teeny bit over. I gotta tell you, this must be a 12 or 15-year-old bike. Spring's still really good. That's how you change the belt on a, what is it again? R2200 Recumbent. I guess R stands for Recumbent, made by Vision. That's really nice. So that's a nice, easy belt to install. I got to take the other side apart to show you the resistance motor. So hang on for 1 second and I'll get to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to word this, remove the resistance system, because it's not really a gear motor or resistance motor, although it does have a resistance motor attached to it. This is all one big unit. There's a little splicing connector right here, male and female. Can't really do that wrong. Here's the direct 12-volt transformer that goes into here. Comes around, powers this up. Splits off here. Looks like it powers up the console also, so the console must be 12 volts. So pretty simple, pretty basic system. This motor is welded by that bracket over here. So if you have to need this, you're going to need to find the entire part. So I wasn't able to get my socket in here. I have to use a manual Allen wrench. I would love to tell you what size it is, but let me see. Mine are so worn out over the years. So that's 5 mm. What do you know? You can still read that. So inside of here, this Allen screw is a 5 mm. So it looks like it's a little more work to remove the bottom one because of the wiring. So I'm just going to get this thing completely free. I'm not actually going to disconnect it. No, you'll be able to get the idea without actually doing that. So I'm going to remove this screw here. That should start to loosen up this bracket, I think. That's a pretty long screw. There's a washer right there. I guess it couldn't hurt, so it's the same height. Kind of mark where this is with a pen or something. I'm obviously not going to worry too much about that because that just really is the contour of the magnet a little bit. And it looks like there's a less showing on the bottom than on the top of that little slide mount. So I'm going to put it back where it was. Plus I'm sure it'll have a little marks in the metal. So, but it couldn't hurt to, oh yeah, look at that. Wow. That is super easy. Got it stuck to the magnet, or to the flywheel though. All right, so put your hand in between here so that doesn't happen to you. That's pretty good, really. How do I slide it in here? There we go. Wow, pretty nice. So if you wanted to completely disconnect it, yeah, again, you would unplug these, you unplug this. This looks like it's all one cable here. Does it have a connection? Nope, so you would have to unplug this from over on the little PC board. All right, so you would clip this off here, clip this off here, and that would disconnect the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-pin wire harness that goes up to your console. I guess that's what gives it its information, how much resistance to use, RPMs, that kind of stuff. So to put it back, so I will say, I like it, I do. Should be a little more difficult. So I guess these are adjustments to how far the bracket, can you see that? Yeah. How far the bracket sits back to the metal, to the frame, to the mount. Let me get you away for 1 second because I can't see that screw hole. I don't mind working a little bit by braille, but completely by braille is annoying. So the same thing, I'll have to pull it out a little bit so the magnet tension's not on it. Come on. So putting it back is taking apart. Just because you got to line that up. So what if I line up the bottom one first with this magnetic pull from the magnet? Awkward to kind of spin this at the same time, yeah. So I don't want to disconnect the wire. I'm still going to struggle with it for a couple more minutes. Then I'll give up and do it the right way by disconnecting the wire harness, but I think it's so close. Just need a few threads. Just a few. Oh, gotta do it. All right, I believe that's connected. So I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. So I am making it harder on myself by not taking that wire harness out. So that'll be up to you. I don't want to tighten it up too tight because I have to adjust it. But that should make the upper bracket a little easier. So let's do that. Yeah, so I would say do the bottom screw first. It was definitely easier. And we'll do the top one. If I remember correctly, there wasn't that much space. Just a little space at the bottom. Most of the space at the top. A little awkward, but not the end of the world. So, can I still do that by hand? Yeah. I hate not being able to get off automatic tools. Feels so lame. All right. So there you go. That's removing it. And then reinstalling division recumbent magnetic braking system. All right. So I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. I don't expect any questions on this. I don't know how popular this is, but that's a really nice bike. And that's my service call for today. All right. I hope to see you soon.